is electric.
Hi everyone, welcome back for another energy related video, and as you can see from this image, Octopus have told me that my Go Faster tariff is coming to an end. In fact, it ended on the 2nd of September, so I thought I'd share with you what I've been doing. I'll only be looking at Octopus Energy tariffs. I mean, why would I look elsewhere? The price is right, it's flexible, the service is great. I've got no reason to look for another energy company. I actually made a mistake misreading that email. I thought I was going to roll over from Octopus Go Faster at 7.5 pence per kilowatt hour over to the new version of Go without the faster options at 9.5 pence per kilowatt hour. But I got it wrong, and instead I didn't click an option, and it swapped me over to the flexible Octopus tariff. That's 30.72 pence per kilowatt hour and 42 pence a day standing charge. The two obvious choices are Octopus Go, so move back onto that and take the 9.5 pence per kilowatt hour, a slight increase, but with only 2,030 kilowatt hours used a year, that's only about £42 increase. Or go on to the Octopus Intelligent at 7.5 pence a kilowatt hour for a 6-hour period. The day unit rate is 31 pence a kilowatt hour on both of them, and the standing charge is 42 pence. Choices don't stop there though. There's the Flux tariff also, which is a blend of semi-cheap off-peak, so not quite as low as Go and Intelligent, but definitely lower than the normal day rate. But then you've got higher peak export prices, so it's great if you're exporting. You can earn more money for exporting than you're actually spending importing from the grid. Or am I going to be brave and go with the Agile product, where the pricing changes every half an hour every single day? At the moment I've been tracking it and the average is around 17 pence per kilowatt hour, but will there be lots of wind over the winter, and will the lower pricing that will result from that, will that mean that the average price I pay over the entire winter be lower than it would be if I was on the Go tariff, for example? It's a little bit of a risk, and also it means changing a lot of timers to find that best slot, unless you've got lots of automated smart systems that cater for the Octopus Agile tariff. As if that wasn't enough choice, there's also the Cozy tariff, which is designed for heat pump customers. So there's a double dip, where the dip below the flexible pricing comes in twice, once first thing in the morning and once just before the peak period. So that's an opportunity for you to use energy, consume it, charging batteries, using your heat pump, charging your car, heating your hot water, etc. But the Cozy rate is 18.43 pence per kilowatt hour. It's not that cheap compared to Intelligent and Go. The peak rate is even higher at 49 pence a kilowatt hour, standing charge exactly the same, but the day rate 30.72. So it's a different type of product and a different sort of pricing structure. It's a lot cheaper if you've got an EV and you go with Go and Intelligent, so it seems. The first product to rule out is flexible Octopus. There's no way I'm going to be paying 30.72 pence per kilowatt hour. That's almost 3 times what I've been paying over the last couple of years, so that's not going to work for me. Last year, between October and March, so the winter period, we consumed 2,030 kilowatt hours on the off-peak, the cheap overnight tariff, and only 68 kilowatt hours on the peak tariff, the expensive part. So for us, the numbers are really simple. 2,030 versus 68, we just need to choose the tariff with the cheapest overnight rate. So that also rules out the Cozy tariff at 30.72 pence and a Cozy rate of 18.43 pence. So that takes me back to the two obvious candidates, the Go tariff and the Intelligent tariff. The simple choice would be to go with the Go tariff because it's nice and easy. There's 2 rates, it's nice and consistent, same time of night, and 4 hours is enough for us. But it is 9.5 pence a kilowatt hour. It's the principle of the thing. It is a little bit more expensive, even though it's only £42 a year more. So I've signed up for the Intelligent tariff. Yep, I'm going to go for the more complicated one with bump chargers and working out how it works with my Myenergi Zappi charger. How am I going to charge during the day with solar, and then use the smart charging overnight. It's a cheaper rate and it's for 6 hours. I can't resist it. And you know I like to share, so here it is. Here's the process that I went through to sign up and get working with Octopus Intelligent. The Octopus Twitter team sent me a message including a link to the sign up process for the Go tariff and the Intelligent tariff, so I just clicked the Intelligent option. If you need those links, I'll add them to the description of the video. I clicked sign me up, and that took me to a load of terms and conditions and information about the product where I could click to say I'm okay with this. So I scrolled through for a little bit, read as much as I wanted to before I went back and clicked, yep, I'm okay with this. And then logged in to my Octopus Energy account. Next, we've got some questions to answer, and those determine whether you're eligible for the Intelligent product or not. So first, do you have a SMETS meter? Yes, I do. What car do you have? Scroll down the list. I've got a Mini. What model of Mini do I have? It's a Mini Electric. Then we've got what EV charger and model do I have? Well, mine is a Myenergi Zappi, so scroll through. No Z for Zappi. M for Myenergi, there it is. Which model do I have? I have a Zappi Smart EV. I note there's just one model. They're not saying Zappi 1 or Zappi 2. And lastly, do I have a compatible smartphone? Yes, I do. I have an Android phone. So that's it. I'm eligible, so complete my sign up next. Next, it's guiding me to download the latest Octopus Energy app, so I'll get that from Google Play. I actually stopped at this process and downloaded the app separately at a later time, so we'll join it after I've got the app working. The next steps, now I have to set up the car and the EV charger inside the Octopus app, so it's not an eligibility test, this is now set up, and then I've got to perform a test to see if I can actually get a smart charge working. So here we go inside of the app, add my car, yep, Mini Electric 2021. Set up the charger, again Myenergi Zappi. .4 kilowatts, that's the one I've got. I don't have 3-phase. The Tariff switch has started, so I need to complete a test charge now. So now I've got to connect the device. That's basically connecting my car or charger to Octopus Energy. To do that with my Mini Electric, I've got to basically give them my login credentials for my BMW connection. Click Continue and enter my login details, which recognises my car, which is good. Click Continue. Allow the permissions that it needs. And we're all sorted. My Mini is now connected to Octopus Energy. And the last step, a test connection to do a test smart charge. And this is where I really had to think a bit. It'd gone quite easy, just click, 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 etc. But now I had to actually think about what I was doing with the Myenergi Zappi charger for this test. So it says before they start the smart charge, they need to run the quick test. It can take up to 10 minutes, which it didn't for me. It was much, much quicker. But before you start, your device must be plugged in, nice and easy. Make sure your charge limit is set above the current charge, so it's actually going to perform a test charge. Well, I don't have a charge limit, so that's not a problem either. Then deactivate any other smart charging apps or devices that currently control your device's charge. Yeah, I was doing this during the day. I've got solar, I've got my Myenergi Zappi, so I can either turn the Zappi off, i.e. stop it and put it in stop mode, or I can have it on charging. I can't leave it in a standby mode, and that was perplexing me for a little bit. What mode do I put it in? And there's no help here for the specific charger type. So it's a bit perplexing. If I put it in stop mode, then it won't charge at all. If I put it in Eco Plus mode while there's some solar, then it'll be charging from solar. If I put it in fast or Eco mode, then it'll actually be performing a charge before this test goes ahead. So what mode to put it in and when to do it? What I decided to do was wait until the end of the day, so there's no solar, then leave it in the Eco Plus mode, and then during the test swap it over to fast or Eco. And that's exactly what I did. So I clicked do the test charge. You get this up with the octopus flying around, and it says wait for up to 10 minutes. And this is basically where I was just changing it between Eco mode and fast mode, in that if I left it in the other mode, say the Eco Plus, then does that work for a timed charge with the Zappi? And of course it does, because the Zappi initiates a charge, but it swaps it over to do a fast charge. With Octopus, it's not going to do that swap to a fast charge because it's not controlling the Zappi, it's only controlling the car. So I'm going to have to leave it in fast mode or eco mode. And that did the trick. Test successful. I'm all set up, ready to go. In the Octopus app, I now have a Devices tab. Clicking that takes me through to the controls for charging the car. It has a charge limit and the time that the car needs to be ready by, and the number of kilowatt hours that it's added in the charge period. A quick test reveals that it tells you the time period that it's going to perform the charge, so I just increased the charge limit and set a ready time for tomorrow morning, and it told me it was going to charge between 3:30 and 4 o'clock in the morning. At the bottom right hand corner of the screen you can see it says bump charge, so if I click that it takes me through to an area where it will initiate a charge automatically, and it tells me here if my car is plugged in at home then we will try and charge it. Charging will stop when it reaches the charge limit that's set. What I want to know though is what happens when you try to do a charge and you've already got it set for a smart charge overnight. So here I've got the Zappi set into stop mode, and I'm going to switch it into eco mode. This is while it's supposed to be doing a smart charge overnight. So it starts charging. This is in live time. So it's going a few seconds. As you know, the app takes a few seconds to refresh each time. So there we go, 1.5 kilowatts. It has started to charge, but immediately it's gone to charge delayed. So the car has now stopped the charge because it's got a timer set on it. The interesting thing is when you look at the mini app, you can see the timer being set. It's set here for 13:45 to 15:02 for the charging, which isn't what it said before. But this is because I think it's setting dummy charge times just to prevent the car from actually charging. So it's not the actual times it's going to charge, it's just a dummy time to make sure the car does not actually charge. When it gets to the charging period that it wants to charge, I'm sure it changes things again. If I want to do a charge on my Zappi charger using solar, etc., then I have to disable smart charging. So here it is at the bottom of the screen under Intelligent Octopus, and it just needs to be switched off. When I'm ready to start smart charging again, then through the app you just enable smart charging, clicking the button here. So this is the way I'm leaving it. I'm now signed up, I'm with Intelligent Octopus, but because I'm charging during the day on solar with my Myenergi Zappi, I don't actually need smart charging. I don't want to charge overnight, I don't want to use the grid, so I need it disabled. When it gets to around October time, November, when there isn't enough solar and I do want to charge the cars overnight, then I can switch the smart charging back on and let Intelligent Octopus do its thing. So I have to confess, although it wasn't too bad and it was quite simple, didn't take many minutes to actually get all of that set up and for the test charge to be completed, and it all seemed to make sense, it was a bit of a faff. So if you're not into your technology, you don't understand what's going on with your charging profiles, and you're not as familiar with all the options of your charger, that might be a little bit more complicated than some people would like. So I hope this video helps. I just wanted to do it and record the screen recording, etc., so everyone could see what you actually go through when you apply for Intelligent Octopus, because it does help if you know in advance what to expect. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're on a nice cheap tariff getting ready for the winter. Which seems rather daft saying that now, because we're in a little mini heat wave, aren't we? Anyway, thanks again for watching, take care, see you again soon for more videos. Bye for now. Just as a little extra for those that watch all the way to the end, watch out for an upcoming video that'll come out soon. I'm going to do a quick review video of a new mobile phone from Doogie, the S110, and also an R10 rugged tablet. They've sent those two over for me to test and have a look at, so I'll do a quick review video. But in that video, I'm going to give one of these away. Rather than keep it for myself, I'm going to let somebody that's watching the video have one of these for free. I'll let you know more in the review video when it comes out. I just wanted to give you a heads up, because actually these two look interesting. The mobile phone's got a flash little screen on the back of it that shows the time and a compass and your message displays. You can play music from it. So it's an innovative display on the back, and the R10 tablet actually performs really, really well, and being rugged, it's great for everyday stuff. So if you're looking for a new mobile phone and fancy one for free, watch out for my review video that'll be coming out soon.